a bar and we would have
Who made
women,
it a thing?
Wait, hold on. It was everything. There's women coming into bathrooms. It is the ones that look like that Jeffrey creepy Marsh dude, okay? The ones that aren't fully committed to their transition, right? The Jeffrey Marsh, the thing that happened in the Loudoun County, right? It is those instances, right? And the fact that it was like it's becoming like a social contagion, right? To where they're putting it in schools and they're putting books in schools. It's also what's responsible for this rise in Christianity. You have like 1 in 5 kids now that are saying that they believe in God and they're turning to Christian things. You have like Gwen Stefani coming out doing a thing with Halo, right? Recently.
I think that part of that is because of the fact that it's a rejection of what people feel like is obvious reality. Right, so the idea that a man can become a woman, a woman can become a man. I personally, true. Right? I personally, my take is like society can deal with trans people like fairly easily. I never cared. It's not an actual problem, and the demand by the far left, again, the progressives, not people that are more of a Democrat kind of persuasion. I think that they demand that you think of them as women.
He went into the vape shop demanding cannabis, and like threw a bunch of shit around. The Granby Police Department was called to the Inhale Vape Shop located on Mill Pond Drive following a reported altercation on Sunday. According to reports, an unknown white male, possibly in his 20s with long hair, was involved in the incident. He allegedly threw store property and physically attacked a store clerk. The suspect was last seen wearing tan pants, a camouflage print jacket, and a black shirt. The police are currently seeking information from the public to identify this individual. Here is a comprehensive report based on available information from multiple sources. Blah, 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 blah. So if you see this guy around, he's a menace. He demands cannabis from vape shops. He wanted that Farm Bill weed. He wanted it bad. That's what I think. He wanted that Farm Bill weed, son. That's what I think.
Progressives, the really extreme, ideologically possessed people will, and this is a minority. This is a minority. Hold on. I understand you're in a rough spot.
Yeah, you are. I'll let him know that I'll wait.
But the point that I'm making is when you're dealing with people that are on the far left, not the average Democrat, saying things like, no, there's no difference between a biological woman and a trans woman. They're both biologically women.
I don't know. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Area 52.
I think most people understand biological sex versus gender identity.
But I agree with you. Most people. That's why I specified the people that are extremely progressive.
And why is the tagline trans women are women? Right.
Because they want because the far left is who is actually
well, that the rhetoric. Trans women are trans women. Like that's fine. You're trans women, trans women. You're not a woman. Right.
If they're existing in society in every meaningful way, other than if you knew way too intimately their biological details,
doesn't matter.
We're all going to treat them like women.
Stop telling me that. Why do I
like
breastfeed my kid and they call it chest feeding? I'm clearly a biological woman.
68.
Go through some of this. So one of the things that happens, I think the best friend of MAGA is like the super uber, I don't know what to call them, like the extreme end of the left, okay? Because they provide these nice semi-attached to reality, but kind of straw man people that y'all can engage with. And what I mean is, it's not that these things aren't a thing. Like I talked about the bathroom thing. I think Nancy Mace is being psychotic with her obsession over one trans member of Congress where she goes to the restroom. She wasn't going to go to that restroom anyways. But I know these things exist, and I'm happy to talk about them as sort of cultural issues and social media discussions, but I don't think they exist in the way they impact people's lives, like the policy issues I'm focused on most of the time, and the policy issues that most prominent Democrats are focused on, like politicians. What Republicans often do is like, if the Republican line, Trump wants to come in and give big tax cuts, the last one's disproportionately benefited wealthy folks, and then he wants to do these tariffs that will spike prices. And if he actually was really clear and transparent about what he wants to do, then I don't think people would vote for Republicans as much because their economic agendas trash. They have a worse economic record over the last century. But instead, it has to be, don't look at that. Look at all of these other niche cultural issues, like a trans person you're probably never going to notice yourself interacting with.
All right, but it's my turn.
And then, so that's a big part of this. I wish y'all would engage with what Kamala Harris was actually running on. You can go look at all of her speeches. It wasn't about trans bathrooms.
She literally said multiple times that she would provide money for trans prisoners.
Aren't these videos? I'm sorry. Where are my conservatives? There's like 4 you left. Where did Kamala ever mention this in the current season, or was this all from that video in like 2019? Was there any current mention of this?
6,800 kilobits per second.
I'm talking about
right.
Okay,
so that is something that
there it is again. You're doing it
Should
again.
I use hardware?
Let's look it up.
Trans person, you're probably
Kamala Harris, trans bathrooms, prisons.
I think that makes it shut up more.
Jesus Christ. Nathan. This claim stems from 2019. When Harris originally ran for president, at the time she voiced her support for funding.
And speaking of Kamala Harris, today our Verified team is taking a closer look at a campaign commercial that focuses on the VP. Our team has been fact-checking the political ads you're seeing right here on TV and on social media. And this one in particular, we've gotten dozens of emails about. The ad claims Harris supports using
related care, including surgery for transgender prison inmates. In 2019, she also filled out this candidate questionnaire from the ACLU. One of the questions asked if, as president, she would use executive authority to ensure transgender people who rely on the state for medical care, including those in prison, would have access to comprehensive treatment associated with gender transition, including all necessary surgical care. As you can see, Harris answered yes. In the U.S., there are more than 2,230 transgender people incarcerated in federal prisons and nearly 5,000 transgender people incarcerated in state prisons. Today, Harris's 2024 presidential platform does not mention gender transition surgeries for prisoners or transgender people at all. It does, however, say she will fight to pass the Equality Act to protect LGBTQA+ Americans in healthcare, housing, education, and more into law as president. So while it is true that Harris did once support transgender surgery in prisons in 2019 when she ran for president, right now her team says she's not running on this or proposing it. So we are going to give this a needs content.
Is there any claim of her saying this, or is this all from 2019? He just said he's seen her say it multiple times. There should be one video, right?
He wants to do, then I don't think people would vote for Republicans as much because their economic agenda is trash. They have a worse economic record over the last. Never going to notice yourself interacting with.
It's my turn.
And then so that's a big part of this. I wish y'all would engage with what Kamala Harris was actually running on. You can go look at all of her speeches. It wasn't about trans bathrooms.
She literally said multiple times that she would provide money for trans prisoners.
Like, do you see the simulacrum that this guy? He's recalling a false memory. Right? Do you understand like how weird this is? This is the hyper reality. He's remembering a thing that hasn't happened, and he's so sure about it. He's like remembering it multiple times. Like,
I was a father. My poor boy.
I knew.
That's enough, but not.
Like he's getting upset over things that have never happened. It's fake memories that he's upset about. This guy is literally upset about shit that never happened.
Then about trans bathrooms.
She literally said multiple times that she would provide money for trans prisoners to get it changed. Okay. So that is something.
Did she ever even say that in 2019? Or was it just the thing that she filled out, right? Like, did she even say it in 2019?
There it is again. You're doing it again. You found a clip that wasn't from her presidential campaign. That was
like, again, it's not even a clip. Unless, maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll look this one up. Have you noticed that almost every single thing that all of these people have said on this show is a fucking lie, except for Luke, who's supposed to know and offhandedly be able to counter like 4,000 fucking bad claims? Like, this is insane. This is an insane paradigm. It's crazy. And they don't even get like points off for any of this. They don't even get in trouble. It's not like anybody even thinks less of them afterwards.
It might have been from like her one way.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She said it.
That was a Trump administration.
Like, it doesn't. Look.
Provide money for trans prisoners to get it changed.
About trans bathrooms. She
literally said multiple times that she would provide money for trans prisoners to get it changed. Okay. So that is something that
there it is again. You're doing it again. You found a clip that wasn't from her presidential campaign. That was it might have been from like her one way.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She said it.
That was a Trump.
It doesn't even matter if it's part of her campaign. What if she said this when she was like 20? What if she said this like in like what do you mean it doesn't matter?
Administration era policy that he was abiding by as well. But my point is, just listen for a second.
It's my turn.
That's what y'all do instead of engaging with her actual policy proposals, which were mostly economic ones to bring down prices, enhance child tax credit, small business related tax breaks. That's what she was running on a pro.
This is also why I don't ever want to hear Republicans talk about tabletop issues or kitchen table issues or what matters in these bills or whatever. Clearly, they don't give a fuck about that shit. Okay, they would be more obsessed with keeping trans women out of bathrooms and colleges that they're too fucking stupid to even attend than they would give a fuck at all about like their actual economic outcomes. They don't give a fuck about any of that. That's why as soon as Trump comes in, they're going to all shut the fuck up about inflation. They're going to shut the fuck up about any unemployment. And all of a sudden, those things that didn't matter before, like GDP and the stock market, are become the most important economic indicators that they've ever fucking thought about in their entire lives.
Freedom platform, and that's what I resonated with. And what y'all will do is only engage with like the online wokesters instead of engaging with the fact that Democrats really do have a better economic agenda than Republicans, which I'll argue until I'm blue.
Time out. Okay, so it's my turn, right? I'm
going to address it all to you. Just the argument, like,
hey, I strongly believe that you'll argue every Democrat point.
Okay, wait, I will not. So
as opposed to you, who's literally bought into every single cult point with even after being proved wrong over and over again, and then you just stop looking them up.
I just want to let I already have. You say we don't push back. I actually made a post that the bathroom thing with Nancy Mace was absolutely irrelevant because every member has their own bathroom. Everybody, and I wrote it. I wrote a post saying this bathroom stuff with Nancy Mace is like retarded.
It's a political statement.
Because every member has their own private bathroom in their own office. There's no, and they don't. I've been on the Hill for many years. They did finally put a women's bathroom off like the floor of Congress, right? So I push back on that. That's one thing. Second thing is like the tariffs. They keep saying it's tariffs, but like Brazil has normally the highest tariffs in all of the countries, and they have the second richest per capita GDP. Facts, right? So like,
is that true? Whoa. Brazil has a fuck ton of people. The second highest GDP per capita? What? I don't even know if they have the second highest GDP per capita in South America, where there's like 10 countries. Oh, wait. She did say facts, though. GDP per capita, all South American countries.
Recommended color settings.
They're 5th.
They're all pretty good.
In South America. What?
Where's the chat? Oh, chat, everyone. Hearts on. Audience, public.
Maybe she meant overall GDP? But that doesn't count. Brazil has a huge population.
Hearts on. Open link and leave tab.
It's like 200. Audience, yeah, it's a fucking huge country.
All right. I got that.
Okay, maybe she must have just meant like absolute. Good. But like, that's what a shitty argument. Wait, she just...
4 streams going.
Oh, I just realized she just did the thing. She just did the thing that I screamed that they were going to do, which is when all of these numbers, like the stock market and the GDP, none of that shit matters. And now all of a sudden, it's literally the most important fucking thing in the world. Oh.
Is this Raul BTC? Did you make
all
bank?
Of the countries, and they have the second richest per capita GDP. Facts, right? So like, you can argue the tariffs all you want because, you know, all these, whatever. Go look it up.
I don't think you hear my argument, though.
I'm just saying, you brought up tariffs. I just want to like throw that out there. Okay,
Oh,
so like,
you mean
let's talk about tariffs as a whole thing.
BTC?
Well, tariffs is like, so tariffs is a bargaining
no.
chip. You guys are looking at it like it's,
I've lost so many bitcoins over the years.
Like, you do not see, if you go to England,
It's pretty
if you go to Germany,
frustrating.
you don't see their taxi cabs are Mercedes, right?
You are aware.
Yeah,
What
I've
are you
lost
talking about? If you go to another
probably
country, what? I don't even think
30
Luke
Bitcoin.
needs to shut. This is the harshest I'm going to be on Luke. This is the harshest I'm going to be on Luke the entire debate because Luke needs to shut the fuck up.
I've never
right
been
now.
able
Luke
to keep any.
Hold on one second. She can say, hold on one sec. Hold up. She's gonna
Hardware
say, what Luke
failures,
needs to say is, he needs to go,
degenerate gambling losses,
he just needs to ask that. Any other response here would be wrong. This is the
shit
only
like
time I'm gonna
that.
If you go to England, if you go to Germany, you don't see their taxi cabs are Mercedes, right?
You are aware that there are tariffs that exist currently, right?
We are
no
burdened with
bank
tariffs.
here,
We're trying to
buddy.
level the playing field and bring manufacturing jobs back here.
All I'm saying, this is just, if Trump follows through on the 25%, 25%, and then 10% extra on China, on our 3 biggest trading partners, I'm not...
How do you walk into a negotiating table?
Hold up. Let me say, if people voted for him because they wanted prices to go down, you can make the argument that it's a good trade-off to have prices go way up, but it's bring more manufacturing jobs, whatever. And sometimes that's a trade-off that we do. He should do it strategically across the board, tariff on all imports. It's a crazy proposal, but
yeah, it's Raul
I'm saying, it's your
BTC.
people. You're gonna have people that are mad at Trump.
Same guy.
Grocery prices.
Let me explain. What
Same guy.
had no new wars and all that stuff is because he's a lunatic. Because they were so afraid.
I want to see
he was unpredictable. They were
Travis
willing
Hines.
to negotiate with him. It's kind
if they were more willing to negotiate, if they were more afraid, then why did Iran feel boldened enough to launch a drone attack for the first time at Saudi Arabian refineries? Why did Syria feel emboldened enough to continue chemical weapons attacks on their citizens? What do you mean? They feel
No, yeah, I haven't been paying attention to Bitcoin, honestly.
Why were Palestinians breaching the...
I just had that moniker for a long time, and I always used it.
What do you mean? People felt scared. People felt
Yeah, I'm waiting on the Trump market.
What are we talking about? Why was Russia still engaged in a war in Ukraine? Who the fuck was... Nobody is afraid of Donald Trump.
Bitcoin has kind of become...
Nobody is afraid of this fucking retard.
The opposite of what it was originated for.
like a T-sheet, right? Or if you're buying a house, right? The seller lists the price higher than what they actually really want to get it for, and then the buyer comes in and
people don't even realize it.
To have this policy, this objective that seems like it's crazy.
They're like,
and it's really going to impact.
Yeah, Bitcoin is a success when government adopts it. It's like, what? So you're trying to get away from all that. Government adoption of money.
On the world stage, and they're afraid of him, and that's why.
So it's the hypocrisy that I don't like. I mean, sure, we all have our moments, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? On that note, I gotta hit these faucets. I do hit the faucets. I got a link in the chat for a faucet that I've been going to since 2012 or 2013 or something. Like I said, degenerate gambling. So I mostly just do it for the lulz. 7 minutes left on this one. This one you can get every hour. This one you can get every 10 minutes. And then there's this one. This one rewards you every day. I love this.
And by the way, we've launched a new, big, massive website that's been, a year in the making, filled with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products that are not sold on the other site. And that's fortifiedsupply.com, a survival and camping store, an exclusive InfoWars Life reseller. And just like I carry storable foods and then have the lowest price because I'm a reseller of those, it lets me contractually get around MAP agreements. And I'm not doing it unscrupulously. They know I'm doing it. Same thing here, setting up the subsidiary to be able to sell you camping supplies and survival gear and things through a subsidiary of another company so that we can give you even lower prices.
It's just not true. Because he wasn't getting any lower prices. He's such a shithead. But he lets domain name expire and I got it, so now I got him basically doing a commercial for me. I actually have a couple of domain names that I have Alex Jones promoting on air now. And it's great. Not on air currently, just historically. Like that one commercial right there. So I could listen to that all day long. I'll listen to it one more time. I'm glad these guys archived it.
And by the way, we've launched a new, big, massive website that's been, a year in the making, filled with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products that are not sold on the other site. And that's fortifiedsupply.com, a survival and camping store, an exclusive InfoWars Life reseller. And just like I carry storable foods and then have the lowest price because I'm a reseller of those, it lets me contractually get around MAP agreements. And I'm not doing it unscrupulously. They know I'm doing it. Same thing here, setting up the subsidiary to be able to sell you camping supplies and survival gear and things through a subsidiary of another company so that we can give you even lower prices.
No, I don't have their site content. I just have the domain name pointed at my affiliate link. So if you go to fortifiedsupply.com, it'll take you right to the Alex Jones store affiliate link. You know? Which I should pin that too. But I've got hundreds of domain names, so. I just happen to be in the market at the right time when these domain names come up for re-registration, you know what I mean? And since you're going off to stream Area 52, thank you for coming by. Merry Christmas. And I will be stopping in to see you later. I'm going to listen to more Destiny. I'm going to watch Travis Hines get arrested. And then I'm going to troll Twitter for a little while. So we'll be around. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Anyways, let's continue. While we're listening to this Destiny, I'm also going to get the Travis Hines video queued up. Gonna queue it up. Q. I think I'm gonna anyways. Anyways. I don't see how to function at 5.
And then according to Republican lawmakers,
you just said
no. Keep going. It was overwhelmingly conservative, and it was to the point where they admitted that they did it and that it was wrong. I don't know which.
Really not okay.
No, keep going.
Here, I have a clip that I can send. I've found a couple congressional clips.
It was so bad. So anyway, I feel like I've been persecuted, right, since 2008. I remember when. Listen to this. I remember.
That's crazy. You brought the heat and then pulled up that article.
True.
4 seconds or less.
Wikipedia, first of all.
Wikipedia
was I said Google it. I didn't say 4 seconds or less.
Is he making fun of Wikipedia now because it didn't say what he wanted it to say?
Current
since
key
2008. I
frame
remember
is
when.
8
Listen to this. I
seconds.
remember.
That's crazy. You brought the heat and then pulled up that article.
It's
shit.
Wikipedia, first of all.
It really
Wikipedia
was conservative.
That was awesome.
Now he doesn't like
frame.
Wikipedia.
Find key frame.
Now he doesn't like it?
No, I said to Google it. I didn't say that Wikipedia was the one to bring up.
I'm
The point that I'm
gonna
making,
look at
to bring up
it.
Wikipedia and say that Wikipedia, which is
the only thing.
notoriously left-leaning, which is
Frame
unquestionably
Oh my god.
currently set at
Like,
8.
little bro, how do you not see this happening in real time? Like, we went from, bro, there's a whole Wikipedia article on it, to, well, Wikipedia, come on, bro, it's a left-leaning, super left-leaning source. Come on. How does the audience not see, how do you not see how, like, cringy that is?
The point, okay. This is
No.
just the fact that it exists.
y'all's burden of proof on this one.
I'll get it. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Here, I'll send you a link. I don't know
Just
if
because you
it's
don't recall it happening
none of these
doesn't mean that it
none of
didn't
these
happen.
call for targeting of
You
proof
didn't
on
know of
political
before.
ideology.
Yes, it
that
did.
happened before your time. It doesn't.
IRS
No,
target.
see
I was there
key
sitting in
frames
congressional
anywhere.
hearings. I was like on the hill.
You were listening to Republicans.
Okay, Lisa, I
what
sent
they
you a
do,
link.
which is
Well, everybody does
criticize
blow
One
you.
minute link.
Oh my god.
I was targeting Tea Party hearing. I don't know.
Yeah, it was brutal. Anyway, I feel like this. I feel like I've been. It was in 2008. It started. I remember.
Under the
That
peace
was-
and unity President Obama, who
Let me
like
get- I
increased
Bring up
race.
the CNN when the
I was bartending, right?
Okay, there's the timeline.
Yeah, here we go. You
Yes,
can read that.
because they were using political keywords as the other thing noted. It sounds like, again, I'm reading up on this here. And
Why use
they shouldn't
political
do that.
keywords?
According to the report, actions taken to change the criteria, right?
But it was because
It was
conservatives
happening
were
not just to
complaining.
conservatives. Boom.
No, it was. It was mainly
Mainly
We have a
conservative.
clip, a 1 minute clip if we want to watch it.
I'll
Yeah,
I don't know if it's good, but
Oh, a 1 minute clip.
But it wasn't exclusively that showing it wouldn't be. Sometimes, like, y'all do this thing where the outcome of something
Oh,
means the
man.
intention was something that it wasn't.
Oh, stop it! You guys do that.
So there might be, as
That's like a
random,
leftist policy. They have these intentions,
there
but
might
actually
be,
does the opposite.
as a random
outcome.
example, if you put a bunch of political keywords, there might be, I don't know, more nonprofits that associate with the right wing that
Well, if you
use
use terms like patriot, I mean, the left doesn't typically consider themselves patriotic.
Patriots are Nazis.
because they're trying to find right. You couldn't have certain tax exempt status if you are politically active. Is why they were going after, right?
No, they were specifically. It was during the Tea Party era, and they were specifically using heavily more.
No, but the
They're starting
reason,
rules.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
there's
She didn't even hear, or maybe she just couldn't even process what Luke just said.
Current key
So
frame
there's maybe more
frequency is
political buzzwords were
7.8
used in
seconds.
nonprofits, and that was easier to find. Again, or maybe something was done wrong as well. Sounds like it was,
use-
but I don't know how that at all bolsters the point y'all are making.
That the government
Because
targets conservatives.
Yeah, the government
Boom.
targets conservatives
Yes.
and the targets left. Another thing that I want to
See,
actually go back to is
anywhere.
Trump.
Oh, and now we're gonna hop to another topic. We don't get to actually verify at the end of the day any of these claims. They've lied about almost every single thing they've brought up so far. Like almost every single thing that's been brought up so far.
You mentioned the right doesn't do, or the right is where political violence.
No, here it is. NPR. Here you go. I'm going to send this up because it really is. They actually apologize for. Kevin, I'm sending this to you right now. Hold
Audio.
on. Pull this up.
Also, I think
It's an NPR.
When we say they apologize, by the way, it was once Donald Trump was in office, then the federal government was willing to settle the suit and apologize for it. Just to be clear, okay?
NPR article. So you know NPR's to
Yeah,
your side.
yeah.
Pull up just the link that I sent you. There's no excuse for the agency's treatments of these groups, and they specifically apologizes for aggressive scrutiny of conservative groups. It was more heavily skewed towards conservatives. It was.
But that was
4
after
seconds or less.
that was after Donald Trump took office, and I still
see
don't
that
think that there was
anywhere.
any evidence presented. Right? It was just Jeff Sessions saying like, "Oh yeah, we fucked up. We love conservatives. We should pay them back." That's so like the settlement. The details were private. They literally made it a private settlement. So we can't. Why would you even make that private? Wait, should that even be legal? Should the federal government be allowed to have private settlements? I feel like I don't like that. I feel like that's weird. The Trump administration agreed to settle a lawsuit filed on behalf of more than 400 people for an undisclosed amount. Why? That's taxpayer money, no? Isn't that public funds? I feel weird that the
frequency.
federal
I
government
just do not see it.
can settle civil suits for
Modify.
undisclosed funds. That seems weird, but okay.
Output.
And so what?
And y'all misarticulated it being for the purpose of going after conservatives.
Do you see that this is wrong?
No, I told you they even noted that it was inappropriate. Totally agree then.
Yeah, so they noted that it was
You totally agree because you're totally agreeing now because they finally have found. We
Well, he
finally
didn't have
found
the
something that
evidence.
says that.
He didn't know about it yet.
I was hearing you out this whole time.
You were doing all you could to say. No, this didn't.
He was just asking for details because neither of you dipshits, Dumb and Dumber, didn't know fuck all about the actual thing. You had literally to Wikipedia it because you didn't even know the details of what you were talking about. You're literally just repeating headlines you see on Twitter. That's it. Media people, by the way.
Yeah, but it says that.
He didn't know about it yet.
I was hearing you out this whole time.
You were
He was
doing all
thrown
you
off
could
by
to say. No, this didn't happen.
the way that was worded, but they did apologize. Like they did apologize.
I don't know what they realized that by using certain political buzzwords to make sure that IRS policies weren't being violated, they were disproportionately harming conservative groups. So they apologized because of a bunch of uproar.
Okay, I just want to
don't see that. So we got justice. Right?
Conservatives are sick and tired of the gaslighting from the left that we're such victims, we're crazy, we're not actually being censored. Yes, we are, and it's been happening for years.
It's not even censored. It's being persecuted.
Targeted, specific.
This is what I mean. I don't know who was on stream earlier. Maybe it was yesterday. Where conservatives are simultaneously, they're able to do this over and over again. Like, we're the victims, we're the underdog, we're the victims, we're the underdog. Meanwhile, largest cable TV news show, largest presence on across almost every major social media platform, like huge presence among like all the alternative media sphere. Like, but they're the victims, they're the underdogs. That like always, constantly. It's so insane how they can inhabit both worlds at the same time.
There's not a whole lot
like Trump. I'm sure y'all think never. What do you mean?
Yeah, like he was like impeached twice.
Trump. This has started happening since 2008. I remember I was bartending. I was a bartender, right? I had a lot of lives. Okay, I was bartending, and he won, right? And this girl that was like a party planner came up, and she was like in my face, Obama, right? Like, and I was in a community college.
What she looked like?
Always, stop it, Isabella. So what she said.
Jesus Christ. Okay, pretty sure like almost everybody supported Obama, but. Okay.
She said, "Oh, you salty crackers in here." So like that's what she said. So right, but she was in my face, right? But then I was walking through the halls of community college, and they were like, "He won!" and like would literally come up like they were going to attack you, just to scream that Obama won. Like it was like whatever. And since then, I have felt a shift to where it was like.
Travis Hines.
Are you arresting me?
Until we decide what's going to happen, yes, you are going in handcuffs.
Well, that's not Travis Hines.
Mr. Doe, what is your physical address, sir?
I'm not giving you my physical address either, sir. This is Nazi Germany.
Yes.
This is America.
Have you asked people in there if you can record them?
If I go to Disney and take pictures, do I have to ask every single person I'm taking a picture of?
So you are being placed under arrest.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought that was going to be Travis Hines.
Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today, we're going to be covering injustice from Polk County, Florida, home of Sheriff Grady Judd, who loves spewing pro-police propaganda on social media, but hates accountability and transparency. First Amendment auditor Liberty Troll was unlawfully arrested
called out Sheriff Judd.
his rights. What's worse is he was convicted in a court of law. I keep saying it, but I will say it again. Florida is a police state. If you'd like to support the appeal for this injustice, I've left a link where you can do so in the description below. Stay tuned to the end for sentencing. Let's get into it.
Sir?
Mm-hmm.
K161? That's your ticket number?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, so are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay if you already told them in the front?
No.
No?
No, I just walked in.
So they're doing tapping there, so you cannot go down. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So you're not allowed to record back here because of confidential information that's recorded. You're allowed to record out there all you want, but unfortunately, you're not going to be allowed to record back here.
Hi, what's your name again?
My name is Gail Stason. I'm the manager.
Gail, nice to meet you. I'm Zach.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm just filming all I'm able to see from public. That's all.
Okay. All right, but because there's confidential information shared back here, you're not allowed to record back here.
Yeah. How you doing, sir?
Well, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you? Can I get your name and badge number?
Montalbano 6038.
Thank
Can I
you.
get your name and badge number?
Not him, okay? But we do need you to step back into the lobby so you can record out there.
Well, I can
Like, where do you look up a badge number? Like, what do you do with that? Why do these guys ask for badge numbers? Like, what? What are you gonna look it up somewhere? What are you gonna do with it?
recording where that's public, right?
No, sir, not back here.
Well, this area really isn't public. This is testing.
Well, I'm not.
Let's step up out here, please, sir.
I will.
Okay,
I will.
Let's do that right now. No, sir, not in a minute.
You were
We'll do it now.
doing so good.
Yes, sir.
Gail,
But
right?
We need to have but we need to have our conversation out there, not back here. So I'm going to ask you to go out to the lobby and we'll talk out there.
Well, I'm gonna finish getting my pictures and stuff, and then I'll head
No,
out
sir,
there.
that's
I just
not
walked
where it's
in.
not back here.
So you don't have any signage?
No, sir, that's not an
restricted area.
No, I don't. But there's confidential information that's back here. So
Every public building has confidential.
I understand. But we have people back here testing right now, so
I'm
we
not.
take
I'm
this
not filming them.
confirmation. We're
I'm not filming
talking, which can be distracting to them when they're trying to.
The only reason why I'm still here is because you came out and talked to me, which I'm okay with.
Well,
You can talk to me. That's fine.
Well, we're going to talk out here, so we're not distracting them,
Well,
and you're not allowed to record
respectfully,
back here.
I'm not going to follow your
Okay,
directives.
please escort him out.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, sir.
Are you escorting me out, sir?
I am escorting. Would you like him trespass from the property?
I will follow up with you on that in just a moment.
Okay.
Because I'm not breaking the law or anything. So
Let's go, sir.
Don't touch me, sir. Sir.
I'm not breaking the law or anything.
Why are you touching me?
Because
is that a lawful order?
It is a lawful order.
What happens if I don't leave? What happens if I don't leave? Are you arresting me?
Until we decide what's going to happen, yes, you are going to handcuffs.
Did you not? Are you arresting me?
Until we decide what's going to happen, yes, you are going to handcuffs.
Hey, don't turn that. Do not turn off my camera.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you want this from what?
Is this your bag? Come on.
Hey, you missed my phone. Do not stop recording that.
A187 at station 3.
You know you're violating my rights right now. Civil rights.
You are intensive care units, leaving no room for someone with a heart attack or pancreatitis.
You schmuck.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Their freedom. I want my freedom.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, sir. I don't have to leave because she doesn't like what I'm doing.
Good old days, right?
If they asked me not to come in there because I have black skin, would you enforce that policy?
You were in
Good
a
old
security area?
No, listen,
It was the good old day.
Information that
Good old day. It was the good old days.
I'm not recording information, sir. But it's not against the law to capture that. It's what you do with it criminally is against the law. You know, I just want to let you know here.
The law just as quick as they go on. Okay. Once we determine what's going to happen, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
What am I, an El Hackinator right now? I'm gonna change it to... How about...
I don't consent to unlawful seizures.
You're about to go in the backseat of my truck, so
I'm under arrest?
you're being accepted.
Okay. All you suspect me of committing. I know you said she asked me to leave, but what law am I suspecting of committing?
At this point,
violating, excuse me.
possibly trespass until we determine what's going to happen.
Well, it's trespass after warning, though.
Yeah. You were asked to step out multiple times, sir.
Deputy Sheriff is about to turn off my body camera once again, which is against the law. So shortly after the Deputy Sheriff unlawfully does this, he brought Gail, the service manager there at the tax collector's office, who you saw inside, who did not want me recording in that publicly accessible area, to the police vehicle where I was handcuffed, as you see me there, and had her read me a trespass warning, which I'm pretty sure was solicited. Gail proceeded to ask me if I would willingly leave the public property. I responded in front of Deputy Montalbano that I would leave under threat of arrest, and only under threat of arrest. Otherwise, I wanted to continue taking photographs if they were just requesting that I leave. Eventually, I was released from the police vehicle in torture cuffs to begin recording again, while Deputy Montalbano unlawfully demanded for my private information to issue the trespass warning, as you're about to see. I'm having to explain this, unfortunately, because Grady Judd's gang do not utilize body cameras. Go figure. All right, so you can just put John Doe on the trespass.
Need your correct information for the trespass.
You can just put my description down. Legally speaking, in the state of Florida, you just put my physical description down. John Doe is a name. If you need to put a name down, but I'm not giving you my name willingly. You don't need my private information to do a trespass.
Well, Mr. Doe, what is your physical address, sir?
I'm not giving you my physical address either, sir.
Okay.
Just put my physical description.
And that's all you need.
Right there, sir.
And what's your sergeant's name?
And the badge number. Don't forget the badge number. Like, why do they always ask for the badge number? You know? Like, what can you do with the badge number? Absolutely nothing.
Supervisor here at not reporting, at left to the front. We have to hold the time to get something. But that's when it's like the handcuffs on my Smith.
Shit.
Devices, our
I have to
she
go back
has
to
now
watching
asked
Destiny.
trespass.
I don't think that a lot of this is going to go public with P. Diddy because a lot of the people, truth is that they're underage, right? And so they're not going to have a trial about underage sex crimes that go public. But man, it's looking real weird.
Since Diddy's arrest in September, many celebrities have been suspiciously quiet. Diddy was connected with almost everyone in the Hollywood elite and the music industry. Almost every celebrity had met him at some point, and many had gone even further, joining his parties and perhaps even his crimes. In this day and age, silence is a celebrity's greatest enemy, and unfortunately many of them are learning this the hard way. Take for example LeBron James. Love him or hate him.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Man, he should not have said that. Why did you say that? There's no reason you had to say that.
LeBron is undeniably one of the biggest names in the NBA, holding 4 championships under his belt, being compared to Michael Jordan as the GOAT, and being declared an NBA All-Star 20 years in a row cements his mantle as the top of basketball. But unfortunately, he has been involved in some rumors lately, and it all happened with a single comment. During one of Diddy's live streams 4 years ago, the NBA star made a quick appearance and declared, "Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party."
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
ain't no party like a Diddy party.
At the time, no one thought much of the exchange. All it was a pair of celebrities
of all the things
to
say.
and LeBron had no idea how damning those words would be, nor how quickly his fellow athletes would turn on him because of them. During the build-up to a fight against Joaquin Buckley, Colby Covington.
I mean, seriously, what is everybody reading into? Oh, no party like a Diddy party. Well, what's wrong with saying that? Seriously.
Made some scathing comments about LeBron. At the time, LeBron James had suddenly stepped down from his team for...
I think to say that LeBron James was in on it or...
Alright, LeBron James came back after a foot injury, and he's currently playing with the Lakers. He played last night, he's playing tomorrow night. At Golden State Warrior Arena.
Knew about it is kind of unfair. And I'm sure P. Diddy did have parties, and he did have people at parties that may have been present when weird and bad things were happening, but they might not have necessarily known about it. Like, I remember I've been at parties before, and there was like one time people were like doing drugs, and I didn't even know that. Like, I was somewhere else, I wasn't paying attention. But I found out like later on somebody was doing drugs there. Sure. I just don't know.
He's so naive. He's like, this one time I went to a party, and like a month later, someone told me that someone got high there. It's like, well, yeah, duh. It's like, I didn't even know. Like, sometimes he's so naive. It's like, what? I didn't even know. I couldn't even tell.
Personal reasons. This seemed to come out of nowhere. He was also taking a break from social media at the same time. It might have been a coincidence, especially since LeBron was nursing a foot injury, but other people didn't think so. Any other time, people would never have blinked an eye at this. He's at the top of his game, maybe he just needs a break. However, LeBron's break began shortly after a clip of the livestream with him and Diddy started making the rounds, and the whole thing just seemed too fishy. and Covington held no punches. During the press conference, the UFC fighter deemed James as a scumbag for his past comments and starts on certain political issues, and then he went on to voice his confusion about why people thought of him as a role model, and finished by telling the NBA player that he hoped he got locked up in the same cell as Diddy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he wants to defund the police, the most patriotic people in America. Yeah, I do think that if I ever hear somebody saying they want to defund the police, I immediately take everything that they say much less seriously.
That's totally fair. Because it's, even though it's probably just like a mostly, a hyperbolic thing to say, just to bring attention to a bigger issue. A lot of people don't see it like that. They think they mean like literally defund the police, which I don't think that's what the movement means to actually accomplish. It just means to bring attention to a bigger issue.
I wish that we could have a person, like, if Trump could do a thing...
But you know what I mean?
Where anybody who is in favor of defunding the police, I would be willing to pay more taxes to pay for a one-way trip for them to live in a country with no police. I think that would be perfect.
But that's not going to happen. You're not going to do that. You've already said you've reinvest all your money into other things.
Total problem solved. You don't like the police? Okay. Go over there.
It was a very intense speech. Full Send MMA followed it with an interview a few days later.
Yeah.
During the interview, Covington commented on how odd James's radio silence was and demanded to know where he'd actually gone.
I told you guys the other day at Media Day, now all of a sudden he's went radio silent. He's taking an indefinite leave and he's nowhere to be found. So where'd you go, LeBron? Why'd you leave? You have something to hide?
And he's not the only celebrity who's called out LeBron James for the live stream comments. Sean Strickland also shared his thoughts on the matter on X.
He shares his thoughts on every matter. He talks about, yeah, this guy, yeah, he's talking about shit all the time.
Where he would deem
Sean Strickland? I don't even know if I thought he wasn't on X. Sean. Oh, Strickland MMA. I'm not even following him.
LeBron James is spineless, mocking him for ever attending Diddy's parties, closing off with an also unflattering comment.
I bet him and Machine Gun Kelly were Puff's bottom bitches. Oh my god!
LeBron James's role in those parties. Yeah. Other people have tried to defend LeBron James or insisted that people wait until the law has decided on the matter, but speculations are impossible to stop. And while nothing has been confirmed, LeBron James's lack of response to the accusations really hasn't helped his case, and the fact that he suddenly left the spotlight raises people's suspicions even more, as most people felt that this break came way too soon straight after the Diddy allegations to be a coincidence, as what other reason would he have to avoid social media than bad press? But for now, people are erring on the side of caution. But LeBron
I think also for man, yeah. Anyway, I think also the reason is because LeBron shared a lot of political views that people disagreed with. So now people have more of a reason to go even harder that he's like not talking about it. So like there's like a secondary reason for it as well.
Definitely isn't the only celebrity catching strays from Diddy's case, as Jay-Z has also felt the consequences of his choice of friends when he received his own bout of accusations.
Oh yeah.
In October, amid the numerous allegations against Diddy, one stood out amongst the rest, a young girl who was sexually assaulted by a trio of celebrities. The initial suit only listed Diddy, referring to the other two perpetrators as Celebrity A male and Celebrity B female.
Who do you think they were, guys? Who do you guys think it was?
However, after an attempt to keep things anonymous, the defendant amended the suit. On the 8th of December, Jay-Z was the first celebrity linked to Diddy's alleged illegal activities. According to the allegations filed, the now 37-year-old Jane Doe was determined to get into the VMAs in
37. So that would be If she's 13, that would be 24 years ago. Wow.
It was on her bucket list, and while she didn't have a ticket, she was sure she'd find another way to get in. So a friend dropped her off at a Radio City music hall, where the VMAs were being hosted. She began her search. While there were no celebrities around to talk to, she could ask their limo drivers about getting in. One of those drivers claimed to work for Diddy. He couldn't get her into the awards, but he did invite her to an after party. According to the allegation, he said that the rapper...
So, she got invited to a Hollywood after party at 13 years old? Huh. Okay.
But liked younger girls, and she fit what he was looking for. He explained that he needed to drop Diddy and others off first, but if she could meet him after the VMAs, he could get her to the after party. Being young and naive to the dangers of the invitation, the young girl agreed, and after a 20-minute drive, she arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway. A lot of people ask me how to bring their ideas to life.
I wonder if this is true, man. Like, I never believe this shit, like, right off the bat, but there sure are a lot of coincidences, you know?
Create
They're
videos
really,
that feel
yeah,
seamless,
there's a
professional,
lot
and
of really
exciting to
weird
share.
coincidences.
With video AI, you can create full-length videos by typing in your idea. For example, type a prompt like, make a 30-second video capturing the essence of New York City through diverse, lifelike portraits, and maintain consistent natural daylight as if filmed over 3 to 4 hours during the day.
That's not what I would type.
Lighting. The video should also feel connected through a soft narration that flows with the imagery, telling a story about emotion and the urban human experience. And in minutes, you'll have a fully realized first cut.
I've walked these streets for decades, watching the ebb and flow of millions.
But it doesn't stop there. Fine-tuning your video is just as simple. Using text-based commands, you can make edits like add my voice, translate to French, or even make the background music more upbeat.
AI
is
the future,
man. With complex video timelines again. Just focus on your idea and watch your vision come to life. Want to take it up a notch? You can even clone your voice so that your videos are narrated in your own style, giving them a personal, professional touch. I've walked these streets for decades, watching the ebb and flow
AI ain't got
of
no type, yeah.
It's like having your dream creative partner.
AI is the new NFT. If you think AI and NFTs, I've never jerked off to an NFT. I mean, I think that just pretty much says it right there, huh?
that handles the heavy lifting while you focus entirely on your vision. Unlike traditional tools, NVIDIA AI solves every part of the video creation process with no steep learning curve. Whether you're crafting a storytelling masterpiece, an ad, or a TikTok, it removes all friction. This will save you hundreds of dollars that you would otherwise spend on editing, animating, and other production costs. So make sure to click the link below and use my code MOON50 to get twice the number of AI minutes in your first month.
Wow.
Apparently upon entering, two men asked her to sign what she now believed was an NDA. She was then met by a sight that would have shocked any 13-year-old.
I don't know why you would even do that. I mean, if a crime was committed, then, you know, you can't have an NDA protect you, but who knows?
Inside was a party resembling the movie Eyes Wide Shut, a huge party of celebrities, some of which she recognized and tried to mingle with. Allegedly, all of them were drinking and participating in widespread drug use. Waitstaff circled the crowd while loud music boomed through the room. While attempting to socialize, the young girl took one of the offered drinks. It was reddish yellow and tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After a few sips, she felt lightheaded and went looking for a place to lie down. And that bitter taste could have been GHB, a party drug known for causing drowsiness, and often used to spike people. According to the allegation,
there's something, this shit happens all the time. Like, it happened at TwitchCon, apparently.
It's believed that Diddy or his employees at his instruction were adding the drug to the guests' drinks. She found a room that was empty of everything besides a large bed and planned to rest there for a while. But unfortunately, things quickly went from bad to worse when the accused trio of celebrities stumbled into the room. According to her allegation, Diddy had a crazed look in his eyes. He approached her aggressively, claimed that she was ready to party, and threw her towards a wall. While she was able to get up again, Diddy grabbed her once more and threw her onto the bed. At that point, she was getting more and more disorientated, which the trio took advantage of. Allegedly, Celebrity A removed her clothes and raped her while Diddy and the female celebrity watched. Once finished, he stepped back against a wall and Diddy took his place and the two others still watching. When the rapper knocked her down intending to continue, the young girl started to fight back, and after a bit of a struggle, she landed a punch to Diddy's neck that caused him to stop. She stood up, grabbed her clothes and shoes and ran out of the room, her dress covering her like a towel. Not entirely free, she then ran around the house until she found the front door. Once outside,
You telling me Diddy got his ass beat by a 13-year-old girl? No, this is no way. Like, there's like, I don't know if I believe this, man. Like, this is wild. This is wild, man. Like, it's no. I mean, like, I'm not saying it. What do I always say? Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. This is an extraordinary claim.
Very extraordinary. Especially since Alex Jones was on Infowars the other day. Sam. Oh. I got a text from someone the other day saying LeBron James just sold all his property and moved out of the country. Fled the country. Of course, it's not true. It was just propaganda. It's funny. And everyone in chat's like, oh, you're a commie, this and that. Tell me to fuck off. I'm like, because I'm like looking for the legal property transfer records and they don't exist.
Let's be reasonable here,
ran
okay?
A nearby gas station. Fortunately for the young girl, a female clerk saw that she was in distress and allowed her to use the phone. She called her dad, admitted she had lied about where she was, and was soon picked up. After the alleged incident, the young girl fell into a deep depression. Apparently, she now suffers from PTSD and a seizure disorder caused by the stress and trauma. You can only imagine how traumatizing this would be. She also claims to have difficulty with relationships and functioning in society. Following all of this, both men were very quick to deny these.
Thank you, Julie Bowman. She liked my post on how did God make King David. I appreciate that, Julie. I hope you read it, and I hope that you leave a comment. Matter of fact, I'm going to go see if she did. No, she didn't. It's a fake. It's one of the things where they say, "I'll get you all these backlinks." It's like, no, thank you, spam. The thing with all these spam ones is they take up a bunch of space in your server. So I don't know if you got a I'm getting once in a while, but I don't know if you'll still detect them as spam if they're not in your spam folder. Pretty sure there's a plugin you can get to automatically filter the spam out. Well, then I think at that point, it's probably filling up your server with so much fucking spam. Like the spam bots know that plugin is installed. So they know that you're going to get through, they're going to get through to your spam folder. cripple your fucking website. It's a thing about WordPress that I don't like. It's like so clunky. Big. But it has to be, you know? It has to be big.
Allegations. Diddy's lawyers deemed the suit a shameless publicity stunt to get money out of him. The rapper's issue was that he already had a checkered past outside of his friendship with Diddy. He was friends with predators like R. Kelly even after it came out that he married a minor and was often rumored to be dating minors himself. However, the dodgiest thing about him is his relationship with Beyonce. During a 2000 interview with 17, Beyonce explained that she'd be in no rush to get married once she started dating the rapper. In fact, she'd sworn off getting married until she turned 25. The logic behind the decision was quite sound. As she told 17, I really don't believe that you will love the same thing when you're 20 as you do at 30. She wanted to discover who she was before sharing it with the man she planned to spend the rest of her life with. However, as sweet as that sentiment is, Beyonce was still dating Jay-Z throughout the 8 years before they got married. It's possible that she looked to him for guidance as she learned to navigate the music industry and certain aspects of adult life. But this doesn't seem very good for several reasons. Firstly, because of how long they've been together. Jay-Z set his wife's standard for what to expect from a partner. This means that even in situations where another woman might have left, such as her partner cheating on her multiple times, Beyonce stayed because it was the kind of behavior she...
It says 0 page views. This woman, supposedly, she liked my posts, but she didn't go to it. She sent me a message. See, that was Julie Bowman. Oh, it's fake. Yep. It's fake. Unfollow. Remove this follower. Why is there so many follow? I don't like this Julie Bowman character. I don't like it. Verified, but I still don't like it. She was following me, but I don't like it. I made her unfollow me. I just don't understand what she is. Simple love for myself. That's nice. How many more strokes are needed to get the hole in? I think she's Chinese. I miss going to the beach when it's not raining. Now it's rainy season and I can't go there anymore. Okay. Bunch of Chinese stuff. If the weather's bad, invite some friends to come over and play together. Yeah, it's like I don't like it. Sorry.
You'd come to expect. This also implies that the rapper could shape her.
Impossible to know whether this happened. This is all super conjecture. Thanks for the subs, man. Appreciate it.
Into the woman he wanted. Something she confirmed during a speech she made before they were married.
You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when you first started dating. You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when you first started.
Did she say 20? She said 20, right?
Taught me how to be a woman.
Okay. You taught me how to be a woman. You taught me how to be leaders. You taught me how to be a friend. You've given me so much in life.
Many seem to think that Jay-Z had successfully molded her into something for him. She wasn't
Doing
her
that for
own
the
woman,
camera,
but rather
though.
a product of his fantasies. And one
I think this is all. I think this is all bullshit.
That's all bullshit.
I do. I think this entire narrative, like I've heard tons of speeches like this, of like, you know, a man saying this about a woman or vice versa. I don't think this really means a whole lot.
See?
Yeah, there's no proof. Yeah. I'm not really into grooming. She's 20 years old. She a grown ass woman. She's 20 years old. It's not grooming. That's whenever you get involved with a kid.
that he wasn't willing to share no matter the other person's intentions. Which brings us to the third and final point about Jay-Z.
Should we call this segment Asmongold got the call? Asmongold got the call. That's what we should call this segment. He got the call.
His alleged possessiveness. There have been several situations where Beyonce wasn't allowed to perform directly with any male artist besides Jay-Z.
I don't think this is that big of a thing. I really don't. Like, even with...
See what I mean? Question on the road. He got the call. For sure. Asmongold.
Streamers. I've heard of probably more than half a dozen situations like this with streamers. Some private, some not. Ninja is a public one. Yeah, this is very commonly people feel this way. It's extremely fucking common. It's insecure about as fuck, but that's it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can really look at this and like draw the line from like this to being like a molester. That's totally different.
Makes collaboration between artists difficult, something that Sean Paul and Bun B experienced firsthand. After working on Baby Boy with Beyonce in 2003, Sean Paul only ever performed it with her 3 times. While Paul denied that Jay-Z had anything to do with this, many believed otherwise. There were just too many odd situations surrounding their few performances, such as when his mic cut off in 2003. The Jamaican artist eventually revealed that Jay-Z was never comfortable with his wife being around him. His interference in Bun B's collaboration with his wife on Check On It was slightly more direct. During an interview, Bun B revealed that Jay-Z called and instructed all the men to leave the set during the video shoot. After so many years of dodginess, his denial just felt long-winded and almost manipulative, especially his comments about the heartbreak he felt for his family, and the declaration that he was being blackmailed felt like a reach to many people. Things got even worse for the rapper when Busby revealed that what Jay-Z called extortion was just standard practice. According to the...
Oh, wow. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I really, okay, he's a jealous guy. I know so many guys that are jealous guys. I don't like, this doesn't, it's just like so, in my opinion, irrelevant. Like, as I said, I've dealt with like the streaming stuff for years, and like, so if it's like this with streaming even, you can imagine it's probably this way like 50x, 100x in like his position, if not more. So yeah, jealousy isn't illegal. Insecurity isn't illegal. Yeah.
Lawyer Jane Doe had only been seeking mediation. Contrary to the rapper's statement, she'd never demanded a penny from him. In turn, they were bullied, harassed, and even sued.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Busby who was first being harassed either. According to an Instagram post, Jay-Z's team is harassing his children, colleagues, and employees. Furthermore, they are trying to dig up dirt on Busby and get former clients to sue him. And when they can't find the dirt they want, they're making up something new and telling it to anyone who will listen. In a last-ditch effort to make things go his way, the rapper filed a motion to dismiss the case. When doing so, he also revealed that he was the one who had sued Busby's firm for extortion, proving some of the lawyer's previous claims. Jay-Z seems to have convinced himself that Jane Doe is a pseudonym Busby is using to extort him for money. As such, part of his suit includes the public disclosure of Jane Doe's identity. Most people completely dismissed him, believing he was nothing more than a celebrity desperate not to pay their dues. However, something happened recently that might have changed the situation drastically, as some of the information his accuser gave was inaccurate. According to the initial report, Jane Doe had spoken to Benji Madden. However, Madden revealed that he wasn't in New York at the time of the incident. Furthermore, Diddy and Jay-Z were photographed at a nightclub that evening. While the photos don't account for the whole evening, they invite some doubt into the accuser's claims. However, the most damning bit of evidence against Jane Doe's story is that her father doesn't remember being called to pick her up. This would have been an
It's all falling together.
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be, I don't believe it. I think she's lying. That's 3 lies. There's a reasonable doubt. Yeah. No father would forget that. Yeah. You think a father is going to forget that that happened? That, like, what are we talking about? Yeah. What? No way. No fucking way.
An extremely traumatic experience, especially for someone so young. Any normal father would probably end up in jail after learning that their child had been raped.
Yeah,
so either Doe had a father who didn't care what happened to her, or her story wasn't entirely true.
Yeah.
Now, these inconsistencies don't mean her claims are necessarily false. However,
Believe
people
all women? I don't believe all women. There's plenty of women that fucking lie. Believe all women. Get the fuck out of here. Believe the truth. There's plenty of girls
Based.
that lie, make shit up. It's not the majority. The majority don't lie. But some do.
much more willing to hear the rapper out now, and it does seem like the case is turning in his favor. Diddy's A-lister friends are undoubtedly being hit the worst.
Here's the thing, though, is like, this is the same thing with like Bill Cosby, is that there were so many people, it was like 40-something people, right? And a few of them did get proven, and so it makes the ones that didn't get proven easier to expect probably happened. What I bet is that the people that do weird and bad stuff like this probably did it more than 1 or 2 times. So I bet if these people are actually guilty, I'm sure some of them did it once and they never did it again, right? I'm sure that happened. But I think with many of the regular, the usual suspects, I think that we'll figure it out. Remember the chick from Duke University who lied and then she's in jail now? Yeah, I remember that. And then they just like at the end of it, they're like, yeah, well, we don't need to worry about her being in jail because now she's in jail for murder. It's like, wait, what? Yeah. Taking accountability doesn't mean responsibility. Well, I think that's very different, right? People who do this shit have a history of doing it. Yeah. So there's a very unfavorable but very popular statistic that I learned, unfortunately, whenever I had to look into this, is that the people that end up getting in trouble for being sexual predators have had, on average, 5 victims before they actually get caught.
This time. However, they're not the only ones facing accusations. Even celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., who were never close with Diddy, are being drawn into the destructive orbit in this case. Gooding was once an incredibly successful actor who could claim ownership of an Oscar. However, controversy soon found him too. In 2022, Cuba pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge after forcibly kissing an employee of a nightclub in New York in 2018. He also admitted to 2 other incidences of non-consensual contact.
See? That's my exact point. Right there. There's almost never one point on the graph.
He went to
Cuba Gooding Jr. got cuffed and stuffed right there in the courthouse. He couldn't even avoid getting cuffed. That's crazy.
counseling for his issues, and for a few years, the controversy stopped. Cuba started trying to make a comeback after what seemed like a solid course correct. However, controversies continued to follow him, and in early 2024, he was hit with even more allegations. According to these allegations, Cuba was back to his old ways. His victim, a music producer named Rodney Jones. The same Rodney Jones who filed a
they can't stop, bro. They can't stop.
lawsuit against Diddy in February. Now, Gooding never interacted with Diddy publicly. However, it seems the two did know each other well enough for Gooding to show his face on one of his yachts. According to Jones, the rapper left him alone with Gooding while aboard one of his yachts in 2023. The actor allegedly took advantage of the situation and groped Jones until the producer pushed him away. People were already wary of Cuba because of his past, but his response to the allegations put a sour taste in many people's mouths. As he laughed when asked about the accusation and
Ain't nobody calling Cat Williams crazy now?
You want Patrick Bet-David and everything.
That was really something, wasn't it? That was really something, man.
Though, like your name, for example, was mentioned in the Diddy case.
Which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Because you barely know
This is
him,
the
right?
most ridiculous thing ever.
most people saw his words as a heartless dismissal. To them, it almost seemed like he didn't fully understand the weight of the situation. Especially when
I don't agree with that. I don't think that he should take it seriously or act like it's serious at all. He's being accused of something with no evidence. Why, yeah, tell him get the fuck out of here. Like, no, I had nothing to do with it, that's it. Right? I mean, if that was me, that's what I would say. Yeah, just get the fuck out of here.
looking at all of Diddy's actions and history. That or he just didn't care. Some felt he was also hiding behind his faith to make it appear like he turned a new leaf. But unfortunately, there are way too many examples of celebrities, especially this high up, who are joining these horrific freak-off parties that hide behind their religious faith for sympathy or to rebrand. To them, he wasn't being genuine, just playing a part for another crack at fame and glory, and to distance himself from Diddy as a whole. And while nothing has been proven, people remain wary of him. But as the Diddy case continues to expose more and more celebrities, it'll be interesting to see how it further alters people's perception.
I think people also have like a lingering resentment towards celebrities in general, and I think that's caused them to celebrate the downfall of celebrities and like people that are in like these high places. I think it's like kind of it's a branch from the same tree of like why people are like in favor of like Luigi. It's part of that same tree.
And values of them. And as we see more and more of what's actually happening in these parties and who were involved, 2025 will be an interesting year to say the least.
I cannot wait.
Luigi was more wealthy than the guy he shot. I have to make that perfectly clear. And whether he gets out of prison in 10 years, 5 years, or 20 years, he's going to be Bitcoin billionaire. Because I guarantee you he's got a ton of money tied up in crypto. Guarantee. And it's all on his private key. His secret passphrase that he has figured out. Or that he has memorized or whatever. That nobody's ever going to get from him. Was it written down somewhere? But he said all his electronics are pretty well buttoned down. That they're not going to get anything from them. So he probably does have a bunch of Bitcoin stored in a secret passphrase in his brain.
I cannot fucking wait because I am actually one of the people. I think that a lot of them are fucking weird. And I feel like there are just so many weird things that have happened that I can't imagine it's a coincidence, you know? I'll link you guys the video. Yeah, it's too fucking much, man. Cleaning house. Yeah, I know. There's the video right there. And yeah, give it a like. I'll be very curious to see what happens with Diddy. I feel like he's probably like I just hope that I hope they get the list of the other people, right? We live stream a public trial. I don't think it's going to be a public trial, to be honest with you, but I'll cover the topic. Yeah, of course I will, right? He's going to get Epsteined. I'm going to be honest. I really don't think that's going to happen. I think the reason why it's probably not going to happen is because of how many additional people there are that are involved. Like with Epstein, like you have to keep in mind, like if you think about, like obviously like these celebrities are like really powerful, right? They're extreme, like P. Diddy's extremely powerful. But like the measure of magnitude between P. Diddy and Bill Clinton is a bigger measure of magnitude between you and P. Diddy. It's not even in the same universe. So yeah, I feel like this is probably not going to happen. Need the Batman? Yeah. P. Diddy is a billionaire, though. Yeah, but we're talking about Bill Clinton here. Okay? Like, yeah, who gives him power? Right, yeah, let's be fucking real here. And, I mean, they blew other celebrities up. Maybe that's going to happen. I just don't think that's going to be it.
At first he said Bill Cosby. That's why I was like, yeah. But now he just said Bill Clinton. He got his bills mixed up.
Yeah. What about Prince Andrew? Oh, I'm not sure about that. The power role is different? Yeah, it's very different. And Epstein's a billionaire financier? Yeah. And Bill's owned by billionaires? Yeah, I've always been of the mindset money is not power, power is power. And I think that if you're a former president and you've got like private islands,
Mao said, power springs forth from the barrel of a gun.
you have this massive amount of power, like that is like insurmountable. Like that's on a totally different fucking level. Like that's real fucking power, right? Not like, oh, I've got a lot of money and maybe I can bribe people. Like it's a totally different universe. Exposing the pie influencer disaster before it wait, so he's aborting this, he's not killing the company, he's aborting it? Oh no.
This video is brought to you by Ground News. Stick around to hear more about the special offer they are providing to the entire upper echelon community.
It was about soil?
Recently, as in very recently, a particular video went viral on YouTube about a browser extension called Honey. Great video, by the way. Absolutely, you should go watch it. And I'll obviously link it down below in the description. But if
not interested in that. Want to know why? Every freaking Shopify store that has like email verification. Even if you visit the store with someone else's referral link, right? Once you have to click the link from your email, you're clicking that email service's referral link now. So now that's in your cookies. So before you check out, you have to re-click your friend's affiliate link to make sure it gets in your cookies. Shopify's mailing marketing stuff does it. That's what it's made for. Like, people build affiliate referral systems, plugins for their Shopify store. And it has like the email sign up and everything. When you click it, like say you use MailChimp or whatever, you're using MailChimp's referral link now. So in order to get the referral commission, you got to make sure to tell your referrals to re-click your link before they check out. Otherwise, you don't get credit for it. Know what I mean? So click fortifiedsupply.com in the chat on Rumble. Get like a bumper sticker or something. And I'll let you know if the commission worked. I mean, it's Christmas. Get yourself a nice bumper sticker from fortifiedsupply.com. Get a t-shirt. Get a hat. It'll change your life. With that being said,
Did you know salmon can swim upstream even past dams? It's all thanks to a clever invention called a fish ladder. These underwater staircases help fish travel upstream by controlling the water flow. Each section has little rest areas, kind of like pit stops on a highway, where fish can catch their breath before continuing their journey. What makes these ladders really special is how they're designed to mimic a natural river. The fish don't even realize they're swimming through something man-made, which helps maintain their natural migration patterns just as nature intended. Did you know salmon can swim upstream even past dams? It's all thanks to a clever invention called a...
of course I knew it. I think I am new. What's hanging on the cop's windshield there?
In America. He thinks we should terminate our Constitution. He had no problem trampling our democracy. I'm not letting that clown come in here and destroy this country.
A few moments later.
Hey, I hear you. People can change. And I actually do prescribe or ascribe, sorry, or I do buy into having a little bit bigger tent. Now, a huge tent is not a great idea. And over the weekend, there was a lot of hullabaloo around, or outrage, about Charlie Kirk's TPUSA, not just platforming, but giving a standing ovation to Cenk Uygur, a man who...
There's hullabaloo about it? I didn't hear any hullabaloo about it. I thought it was pretty good. Cenk is crazy sometimes, but he's usually pretty reasonable.
Who has said heinous things about not just Trump.
He's a populist. He wants to be known as a populist.
Trump about Republicans. And a lot of people, including myself, were embarrassed for those people at that event, giving this man a standing ovation, given the fact that he wanted you all dead and buried during the lockdowns. He's called you the bad guys from WW2 for the last 12 years. He is pro humans sleeping with animals. He has celebrated some of the most heinous things in history. The name of his show is named after the Armenian genocide, of which he denies, as has denied multiple times through history. Now, I'm all for welcoming people in. I'm for welcoming in RFK supporters. We welcome them all in, right? We didn't gatekeep them. We let Tulsi Gabbard people in. We didn't gatekeep them. But in my opinion, allowing Cenk to rebrand himself as the reasonable leftist is insanity. Okay? The stuff he said about you and your family, this guy doesn't deserve diddly squat in terms of the benefit of the doubt. The fact that people were arguing with me all weekend on Twitter about, well, yeah, but think of his audience. His audience might convert. Bro, his audience was thumbs-upping his videos, wanting you dead. Calling Trump Hitler. That's who his audience is. Who you think they're going to just suddenly be MAGA now? Yes, some people can grow on their own. But giving this guy a standing ovation was disgusting. Big media sticks with big media. That's all I can say. I have no idea why this guy was invited there. I have no idea why anyone in that crowd will stand up and applaud that man. Period. Unless he fell. I mean, you see this. The crowd at America Fest just gave Cenk Uygur a standing ovation to welcome him. Look at this.
Jeremy tweeted that he would gladly spend a weekend on Brokeback Mountain with Blair White. Let that sink in. He's complaining about Cenk Uygur joking about legalizing bestiality. Come on, bro. Come on.
You're joking, right? You're joking. You guys, I tweeted this out. If you think for 1 second that if Kamala Harris would have won, Cenk Uygur would have been platforming conservatives and talking about, quote, bridging the divide, I have some amazing Florida swampland investment opportunities for you. There's so much of the right wing that just wants to be liked. This is not even, this was what, this past summer? This is him calling all Republicans diddlers.
And the right wing's like, yes, I love how they...
He talks about how they do bad stuff to kids, and they support church.
Say, Republicans, you're guilty, okay? And I'll tell you right now, the number one reason they constantly talk about pedophilia is because it's going through their heads. Nonstop, they're thinking about kids. I guarantee it. The reason Tim Pool wears a beanie is because he's trying to contain the pedophilia.
So he calls Tim, after calling Tim a ped, and called all Republicans that same thing. Let's put him on stage. Give him a standing ovation. And I've seen all the, ooh, this is fifth dimensional chess. We're just bringing him in. No, they're not. This is just.
Now, Jeremy accuses Charlie Kirk of being a gatekeeper. Gatekeepers not only keep people out, but they let people in. Think about it. I've been calling Charlie Kirk and Jack Posobiec out as gatekeepers for years. On Rumble.
Just big media personalities sticking with big media personalities. This is just, hey, I know I'll get a lot of viewership if I have you on the show, so I'm going to bring you on the show. Now I will, look, why Cenk of all people? You could have had Anna Kasparian on there.
Jeremy wants to be a gatekeeper. He's not holding these big events. Look at that stage.
Who at least seems to have some sort of organic, movement away from the far left to a more moderate left. But Cenk has not had any such movement. He saw the writing on the wall. He knew Kamala Harris was going to lose. And so now he rebranded himself to save his viewership. And the right-wing media sphere.
He's not rebranding himself. He's a populist.
Welcomed him with open arms, and it's pathetic. Did anybody at AmFest pay to see Cenk Uygur? Well, apparently all these people giving him a standing ovation did. You want to bring him there to debate? That's one thing. But are you joking? And you see this, like, the left says, the Young Turks lost the plot when they lost me when they stopped pushing, like, radical far-right agendas. They lost the left. So what do they have left, folks, to embrace the right? Now, I hear you. Jeremy, we shouldn't gatekeep. I agree. Everyone
Gatekeeping goes both ways. Because you let someone in doesn't mean you're not gatekeeping. There's still gatekeeping, even by letting Cenk in.
Everyone should be allowed to change their mind and grow. But can we give the guy a freaking month, maybe, before handing him all of our money and our viewership and our sponsorships and our platforms? How come we didn't have Owen Schroyer or anybody from InfoWars at AmFest, but you have Cenk Uygur? I didn't see Alex Jones speaking there, but you have Cenk Uygur.
Alex Jones was in Hawaii.
That is big media looking out for big media. That's what that is. Cenk Uygur has not made any spectacular move to the to the right. He himself will tell you he hasn't changed his views. He was on Tim Pool.
Yeah, he's a populist.
Not that long ago, saying, "Well, Republicans are the ones that are you know that are the Terrys."
At this point, the FBI, which is historically massively right wing,
oh yeah, that's why they're chasing down all those people who took a guided tour of the Capitol 4 years ago and still putting them in prison. That sounds massively right wing, right?
I think it's completely inverted, but the bias comes from the extremity of the actions taken by the terrorists. So you'll end up with a story of a guy, perhaps Maine. I think the story.
He goes on. I mean, look, Tim can have on whoever he wants. I'm not for deplatforming. But again, here we have, we don't want peace with somebody who mocks people who are friends of the 2As. This guy mocks weapons owners and Christians.
You know, there's only a couple of things in the Constitution right-wingers actually agree with.
Oh, is that true?
Me like guns. I hear guns in Constitution.
He thinks you're stupid.
Okay, there are other things, like we shall not establish a religion. There should be no religious test for holding office. Me no like that part of Constitution.
Who's the Republican?
That's not what it said. There shall be no laws abridging religion or the free practice thereof. Meaning, you cannot pass a law that makes it illegal for me to pray in a school or whatever.
So he's mocking Republicans as stupid.
Okay, yeah, well then leave. You're un-American. You don't believe in the fact.
This is the guy that I'm supposed to believe it's been a month and he's suddenly the guy. I'm saying, look, you can allow certain people in, you know, but Cenk Uygur, I mean, let the guy show me for 6 months or a year. Suffer in viewership, have the viewership suffer for 6 months or a year. Then maybe we'll bring you around. Prove that you're not just grifting. I hate to even look this up. Of course, you know, communist Twitter, Cenk attending a Nazi rally and glazing Charlie Kirk and directly telling people not to vote Democrat is one of the most disgusting acts I've ever seen. Could it be that he saw the writing on the wall? Could it be? Could it be? Now, I wonder if he, I hate to even look. If he got a bump, this is going to be so annoying. So he's losing his left-wing audience. Everyone says, Jeremy, his audience. His audience. You got to have his audience. Freaking who, man? Who? There's 1,000 YouTube channels that are more moderate and left-wing that have bigger viewerships than the Young Turks. This is a channel.
6 million
Look at this
subs?
channel.
Holy shit.
Who are you talking about? Who is his viewership? Since July, he's gone from 60 million viewers to 2060.
He does have the first channel to ever get monetized on YouTube.
He's lost 60% of his viewership in the last month. January, they had 10 million views. I don't know. They must have deleted a bunch of videos. I don't know what happened there. This is a channel that has lost, that gained subs, and has completely plateaued. This channel gets a
6 million subs, though. 6 times more than you, Jeremy.
Not even 1 million views a day. I think we could pick better people to bring into our tent. This guy calls Tim a ped, right? Now we give him a standing ovation. Guys, have some self-respect. We don't need Cenk. Cenk needs us, and let him prove it. Let him prove it over a year.
Jeremy's starting to sound as cocky and arrogant as Aaron and April M. Holt, Steel Till Morning Show. This is exactly the kind of shit they were saying about other creators like 3 weeks before they started falling apart. Mark my words.
Year or 2 or 3. Actually prove that you care about populism or that you care about being anti-establishment. The idea that I'm being outrageous means that you are completely overlooking this man's 20-year career. Now we give him a standing ovation. Guys, have some self-respect. We don't need Cenk. Cenk needs us, and let him prove it.
I watched Steel Till Morning Show about a month before they started falling apart. April M. Holt said those same exact words. And I said, they're done. They're over. Once you start taking that attitude, you're done.
Let him prove it over a year or 2 or 3. Actually prove that you care about populism.
And Charlie Kirk and Cenk Uygur are going to keep on going the way they've been going. Jeremy's on his way out.
Or that you care about being anti-establishment.
Clip that.
The idea that I'm being outrageous means that you are completely overlooking this man's 20-year career. The 20 years worth of stuff he said about you. He just suddenly was like, oh my God. And Charlie Kirk, when he's at the peak, he's like, let's bring this boat anchor in. We don't want to raise too high. We don't want to build up too much momentum. We want to make sure we bring in Cenk Uygur, the guy that thinks you all belonged in prison for not getting the jab. The guy that calls you the bad guys from WWE. The guy whose channel is in free fall. What are you talking about? This video from yesterday got 60,000 views. There's 100 channels more important and bigger than the Young Turks.
What does that have to do with anything? Like, seriously. I don't understand Jeremy's point there. So 100 channels more popular and bigger than that. So what? You're not one of them.
10,000 views. Well, here's 100,000 views. Okay, 100,000 views on a channel with 6 million subscribers. That's Boogie 2988 numbers. 20,000 views, 11,000 views, 20,000 views. This is the guy we need? This is his guy's audience that we need? 12,000 views, 18,000 views. There are thousands of left-wing channels that are better suited to bring into our tent. There are thousands of right-wing channels that I don't go to these events. Okay? And to be fair, TPUSA hasn't, Turning Point has invited me to speak at stuff and go to things and things like that. Okay? But I don't. Where's Alex? Where's Owen Schroeder?
Those guys are not affiliated with Turning Point.
Where? Where's Mark Dice? Where's all of these? You think Jank's audience is more important for people that pay, and the people that stood and applauded? Give me a break, guys. You don't.
Why did Jeremy get so damn uppity? This dude is losing his fucking mind. He's literally turned into a fucking psychopath.
Let infiltrators who are on sinking boats jump on your boat. You let them sink off into the ocean, sink or swim. Look at Stephen A. Smith coming out. Oh my God, the Democrats. Oh, I'm not a Republican, but ooh, Democrats. Puss, wimp. You stood by that party for 4 years. You told your followers to vote for them. Now you're like, well, I never said that. Wrong. Get out of here with that. Cenk Uygur, you can invite anyone else. Anna Kasparian even. But Cenk is 1,000% a grifter who hasn't changed a single thing. And everybody in right-wing Big Con has been platforming this guy with no regard, not holding him to account for the things.
Why is he seething?
That he said and pretending that he's just turned over a new leaf. Give me a break. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Trump, we're gonna expand the United States.
In America, he thinks we should terminate our Constitution. He had no problem trampling our democracy. I'm not letting.
I'm going to tell Grok to write me a story about write me an article about how Jeremy from the quartering is seething over the recent appearance at TPUSA by Cenk Uygur. In a recent turn of events at Turning Point USA's annual America Fest, AmFest, Can I get rid of this? Jeremy from the quartering seethes over Cenk Uygur's TPUSA appearance. In a recent turn of events, at Turning Point USA's annual AmFest, the conservative political activist organization hosted a figure who typically sits on the opposite side of the political spectrum, Cenk Uygur, the progressive commentator and host of The Young Turks. The appearance of Uygur, known for his left-wing views, has evidently struck a nerve with Jeremy Hambley, better known as The Quartering, a prominent conservative YouTuber. Cenk, Uyghur, often criticized by right-wing commentators, was invited to speak at TPUSA's event in Phoenix, where he not only received a standing ovation, but also engaged in a discussion with TPUSA founder Charlie Kirk. This moment of political camaraderie was perceived by some, including Jeremy, as an unexpected and somewhat controversial crossover. Uyghur praised the Republican audience for being more welcoming than Democrats, stating, "If you agree with MAGA 5%, welcome, join us." On the left, if you disagree 5%, you'll get out of here. That's like Jeremy. You're a right-winger, you're a fascist. This comment, intended to highlight the divisiveness within the left, has instead ignited a firestorm among conservative circles, with Jeremy at the forefront of the opposition. Jeremy's reaction to Uyghur's appearance was swift and scathing, labeling it as an insane move by TPUSA. In one of his latest videos, Jeremy lambasted Uyghur for what he described as lies regarding Thimphu and the MAGA movement. His critique was not just about Uyghur's political commentary, but also seemed to be a broader attack on the perceived softening or blurring of lines within conservative circles. Jeremy's content often thrives on controversy and the culture war, and Uyghur's acceptance by a conservative audience clearly does not sit well within his narrative framework. The Quartering's critique goes beyond mere disagreement with Uyghur's political stance. It touches on a deep-seated distrust and disdain for what Jeremy sees as the infiltration of progressive ideas into conservative spaces. His commentary often paints such instances as betrayal or dilution of core conservative values, reflecting on a broader sentiment among some in the conservative digital media sphere. The narrative he pushes is one where conservative spaces should remain untainted by what he considers the woke left. However, this reaction might also be seen in the context of Jeremy's style, which often involves amplifying controversies to engage his audience. His approach tends to be more about stirring emotion and rallying his base than engaging in nuanced political discourse. This event with Uyghur at TPUSA provides him with fresh material to stoke the flames of cultural and political division, a tactic that has proven lucrative for his channel, but divisive for broader political discourse. Kiwi Farms. The response. Grok is citing Kiwi Farms. What the fuck? I think Kiwi Farms is supposed to be like very racist. I thought it was known as that. All right. So yeah, the response from the online community has been mixed. While some applaud Jeremy for calling out what they perceive as inconsistencies or betrayals within the conservative movement, others see his reaction as yet another instance of him capitalizing on outrage for views. Posts on platforms like X have shown a range of sentiments, from those laughing at what they see as Jeremy's meltdown to others who echo his sentiments about the ideological purity of conservative events. Ultimately, Jeremy's seething over Cenk Uyghur's TPUSA appearance is indicative of the broader tensions within political discourse, where the lines between ideological camps are not just drawn but fiercely defended. While Uyghur's appearance might signal a move towards more open dialogue across the political spectrum, for figures like Jeremy, it represents an unwelcome shift, one that he believes undermines the very essence of conservative identity. This event underscores the ongoing battle within media personalities to define, control, and influence the narrative of their ideological groups. So, take this, X, paste, grok, paste, see what happens. Multiple Cenks. Cenk and Charlie. Cenk and Cenk. Uh-huh. Open image, new tab. Save image. Cenk. Cenker. Open all. New post. Over here. Set featured image. Set featured image. Copy. Add excerpt. Paste. Do the same thing down here in the meta description. Go up here. Add an ad. From ads. Okay. And then put some tweets. Post millennial, all kinds of web pages. Media The quartering is a Nazi. Before Jeremy was the quartering, he was this. Documenting and mocking a bigoted neckbeard grifter who's addicted to, oh my god, I gotta see this. Who's addicted to
Hey there, I'm Jeremy, and you've come to that part of YouTube where you might be wondering how the heck you got here. Together, with my beautiful wife and our best friend Brandon, we're about as obsessed with the arcade as anyone, specifically claw machines. So obsessed, in fact, that we've already bought 4 different machines and have them in our houses. When we're not playing at home, we record our journeys as we travel across the country trying to win as many prizes as humanly possible. We'll also show you how these machines work, what to look for, and how to win. And when we're not clawing, we're going to show you how to win massive tickets at a ton of different arcade games so you can get that super sweet loot that you want. Need another reason to subscribe? We also do giveaways, and we'll ship the prizes anywhere in the world. If you see us winning on this channel, we're probably going to give it away. Go ahead, become part of the Clawstruck crew, and get notified each and every time we upload a new super fun video by crushing that subscribe button today.
What? Awestruck? He travels the country? That's his wife?
This thing of a jig is just hanging out here, and Plush Fave doesn't want to leave it. I say you go for his little foot. Not much. Test drive. Actually, you got it.
No.
Oh, next time.
Really close though.
All right. Now I'll put this, I'll intersperse this with my 10 straight minutes of losing on the dang Stay Puft guy. All right, show us how it's done. Oh.
Oh no.
That should have it.
No.
Oh, you went in too far, I think.
You're going far enough. What are you talking about?
Over a little bit less, back a little bit, like how it was.
You gotta go over more, lady.
Exactly what you did the first time you'd win it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't go over at all. Oh. What is it?
I think it's a duck.
With an apple?
Oh yeah.
All right. Duck and an apple. Nice win.
Three tries.
Armpit. Ooh. Bold.
That was bad.
Maybe on the way up?
No, I don't think it's gonna hit it at all.
No, practice.
Okay.
It works. Always test your equipment, folks.
Always test your equipment. Jones Orbs. God rules.
Who's the biggest rock star of all time? Well, this video clip right here proves that it's not who you think it is. Let me explain. I think the biggest rock star of all time is Keith Moon, the drummer from The Who. His personality, his playing, his excess were all legendary. And some of the stories about him are crazy. Like when they were first starting out, he played his drums so hard that he had to tie them to pillars around the venue with ropes so they wouldn't move. He drove a car into a pool to escape the police in Flint, Michigan. He used to throw furniture out of hotel windows, got arrested for blowing up toilets with cherry bombs. But the most legendary rock star moment for Keith Moon was when they were featured guest on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. It was a television variety show that had agreed to let them destroy their instruments like they did at every show. But he took that way too far. He took a ton of the explosive powder from fireworks and basically created a bomb that he put at the foot of his drum kit. At the pinnacle of the song, he set it off and it exploded on air. Watch this clip. Who's the biggest rock star of all time? Well, this video clip right here proves that it's not.
Talking about my generation. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-ba.
Put the gun down now!
At about 12:30 in the afternoon on July 28th, 2019, officer
Talking about my generation. Hope I die before I get off. Talking about my generation. Talking about it. My generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Talking about my generation. Ba, 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 ba. Jeremy from the quartering seeds over Chinky Goose TPUSA appearance. Don't forget to put the title in. I'm talking about my generation. Talking about my generation. Beep, 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 ah. Talking about it. Talking about my baby. Ah. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm just gonna put it as entertainment. That's what it is to me, entertainment. Wow. Talking about it. Jeremy Hambley. Ordering. Chink. What you are. And CPUSA. Kirk. Talking about my baby. Do 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 do. Talking about my baby. Talking about my generation. 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 Just talking about my generation. Just talking about my generation. Talking about my generation. About my generation. About my generation. Copy code. Let's see if this works. Talking about my generation. Custom HTML. Paste. Publish. Publish. View. Talking about my brain. Talking about my generation. I don't know. Let's see. Embed. Post. Copy. Edit. Let's see if it's different. Save. View. I don't think it's any different. Let's go to this post-millennial one. What is that? Talking about my generation. I'm talking about my baby. Supporter of the cancel culture. Jeremy Hamley, the quartering, MTG headquarters. Unsleeved media, Midwestly. Blasted manchild upset he was banned from a children's card game. Drifter supporter. I'm amazed by Hamley's vast collection of vaguely adorned trucker hats he uses. Where are all these attachments? Why? What is this forum? I like it. A bunch of crypto. James for 7. Inactive. Lolcow. Oh, Xenophoro. It's an expensive form software. Buy. Pricing. So you gotta have some investors. But what was it? Oh, the links. Lamau, the quartering is having a total meltdown over Cenk Uygur being asked to speak at a great festival and he wasn't. It's so true. Oh, shit. That's so true. Talking about my generation. And bedposts. It's gonna be cold. Talking about it. Talking about my baby. Where the hell is that? I lost it. It's right here. Edit. Edit the posts. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all say. Don't try to dig what we all say. Talking about it. Talking about my baby. Okay. Next. Zone 2. Where's the post millennial? Oh, here it is. Copy. Ugh. So Andy knows there now? So the post millennial and human events. Who the fuck is that? It's not Taylor Hanson. Look at these fucking disgusting Google ads they got on post millennial. You guys are fucking disgusting. Sorry, you guys are fucking disgusting. Da 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 da. Yeah, yeah, noodle, da. Noodle. We got these fucking ads all mixed in. Fucking disgusting pigs. Fucking stupid ad. Why would you have this shit on your fucking Jack Posobiec is just such a douchebag. I'm not linking to the post millennial from my fucking website. No, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. It's a fucking garbage fucking website. And listen, Mine's not great. But Post Millennial is fucking garbage. I'm sorry. I'm not referencing them. Probably shouldn't reference media either. We'll see what they have. Is it a bunch of stupid fucking ads? Looks like it. Yeah. Bunch of disgusting fucking ads. This Mediaite and Post Millennial both got the same webmaster or something. I mean, what the fuck, bro? Well, I don't need Mediaite either. I don't want those links on my fucking website. No. Fuck that shit. They're gonna learn a thing or two from me. That's why. I'm not gonna link to their shit. They're gonna be linking to my shit. That's how it's gonna go. Okay? So put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it. Okay? What's this one with the flame? Gotta go find out what that is. Oh, that's the Kiwi Farms. Get rid of it. Delete. Save. View post. Save. View post. Perfect. Perfect. The quartering's critique goes beyond the mere disagreements with Uyghurs' political stance. It touches on a deep-seated. All right, now we have to archive it. Okay. Copy. Archive. Archives. Share and save. Paste. All right. Get that going. Get this going. Discard. The quartering. Paste. Ambly leaving over over what is a name for a proponent of bestiality. Zoophile. This term distinguishes between the attraction or advocacy for the act and the act itself. Zoosexual. Both terms imply an orientation or preference towards animals in a sexual context, but it's important to note that these terms are controversial and carry significant ethical, legal, and social implications. So, family seething over zoophile wing of the club in party. Family seething over acceptance of sitting over the family seething over the acceptance of zoophiles into the Republican Party. It's a picture of Chink. Shoink. View. Family seething over the acceptance of zoophiles into the Republican Party. Jeremy from the Quartering seethes over Cenk Uyghur's TPUSA appearance. I love it. In a recent turn of events at Turning Point USA's annual America Fest, a conservative political activist organization hosted a figure who typically sits on the opposite side of the political spectrum. Cenk Uyghur, the progressive commentator and host of the Young Turks. The appearance of Uyghur, known for his left-wing views, has evidently struck a nerve with Jeremy Hembley, better known as The Quartering, a prominent conservative YouTuber. Cenk Uyghur, often criticized by right-wing commentators, was invited to speak at TPUSA's event in Phoenix, Arizona, where he not only received a standing ovation but also engaged in a discussion with Charlie Kirk. Then it goes on. The seething, the coping, the dilating, and that, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. I'm gonna do chicken. Need a good chicken. Shink. 4 more minutes for the other faucet. And yeah. Watch out, YouTube. Delete this video because I'm hitting up the faucets. They do that shit. If I hit up faucets on my stream, they fucking delete the fucking video. Because I'm like promoting crypto scams. That was what they did last time. They said I was promoting a crypto scam. Yep. Because you know me, promoting crypto scams all the time. It's just what I do, you know. That's my thing. That's my thing, you know. I promote crypto scams. The answer, my friend, is blowing in.
Officers from the Hot Springs Police Department in Arkansas received multiple 911 calls about a male with a shotgun making threats to civilians in the Hot Springs National Park.
Hot Springs 911, what's the address of your emergency?
362 Central. There's a guy out here on the bench. He's threatening and very intimidating. Now he's intimidating people that are walking by. He's a big guy, white. He's got a beard, gray shirt, blue jeans.
Okay, do you know if he's got any weapons?
Uh-oh. He just got up. He's pulling something out of his pants, lady. Get somebody down here, please. He just pulled something up out of his pants.
Do you know what he pulled out?
No, I don't know if it's a gun or what. He is nuts.
Okay.
Screaming at people on the street, now on the road. But he has something down his pants. It's long. It's, He's got a shotgun.
He's got a shotgun in his pants. Okay, we've got a number of units in the area. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I've got another caller on the line. Okay, thank you.
The suspect has been reported to be walking south down Central Avenue, a very populated and busy area.
Hot Springs 911.
We are in downtown Hot Springs, and there's a gentleman running down the sidewalk saying that he's like Secret Service with a rifle.
Okay, we're going to get somebody out there, all right? We've already got officers in the area. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Multiple other 911 callers also report that the suspect is impersonating a Secret Service agent.
Hot Springs 911, what's the address of your...
That dude definitely is not impersonating a Secret Service agent. Saying I'm a Secret Service agent is not impersonating. He is definitely not passing any kind of sniff test for Secret Service.
Emergency.
Right here on the Central Street in Hot Springs, there's a man walking around with a shotgun.
Okay, where is he located?
He's right in front of Gangster Museum.
In front of the Gangster Museum?
Yeah, there's a cop right next to him right now.
Okay, all right, thank you.
He's walking down the middle of the road.
Okay, thank you.
The suspect has made his way further south, and the caller mentioned an officer being next to him. That same
The Gangster Museum. That's awesome.
officer now activates his body cam.
Hey, put the gun down! Put the gun down now! Put the gun down now! Put the gun down now! Stop! Put the gun down! Put the gun down! Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon! Drop it now! Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon! Okay. Hey! Drop Drop the... Let me see your hands! Are you hit?
Right before the exchange of gunshots, the suspect turned and raised his shotgun in the direction of the officers. The officer then began shooting, as it was clear to him that the suspect was about to open fire on them. The officer fired approximately 10 gunshots while the suspect shot once. However, the suspect fired prematurely, shooting into the ground, in which the shotgun slug he fired broke apart when it hit the concrete. The resulting shrapnel ricocheted off the ground and hit the other officer on scene as well as his K-9 unit.
Some shot in the leg. Copy. We've notified the ambulance. It's going to be by the Gangster Museum.
Keep your hands above your head. Keep them there. Do not move your hands.
All other units switch to pursuit. All units that aren't downtown Central switch to pursuit.
Do not move your hands. Keep them there. Do you have any other weapons? Keep your hands where they're at.
Hot Springs 911.
Yeah, this is Tom at the Mountain's Edge at 406 Central Avenue.
We've got shots fired. We've got officers in the area. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Hot Springs 911.
Yes, we are on, I think it's Central Street. I'm not sure. We're up here by the Arlington.
Yes, ma'am. You
And
hear gunshots?
we hear gunshots and everybody's running. What do we need to do?
Just stay back where you are, okay?
Can you tell us which way it is so we know it's not
towards the
further?
Gangster Museum, towards the 500 block.
It's what?
Towards the 500 block. Stay away from that area, okay?
Okay, can you tell me a business that way? I'm not from
Gangster
here.
Museum. I gotta go, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hot Springs 911.
Yes, there's an upward shooting
Where at?
in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Where are you? Oh, yes. We've got officers downtown, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we need to cover contact. He's got whatever he's got.
384.
Okay, if we're gonna move up, we're gonna move up as a group of three. All right, I'm on you. I'll be contact. Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Let's move up as a group of three, okay? We're gonna want a position of where we got each other. Keep your hands where they're at. Keep them where they're at. Okay. All right, if you want to move, I'll go to cover, but we need to have you face his head. What's up? Sorry, I'm just, man. What'd you say? Okay, I'm gonna go contact. Yep. Y'all good? Me facing his head? This side.
Come over here. Hey, roll on your stomach.
Roll on your stomach.
Get on your stomach.
Roll on your stomach. Okay. Hey, hands behind your back.
I've got lethal. You get him covered.
Officers get their first good look at the suspect's gunshot wounds. He was shot numerous times on the left side of his stomach and back.
My knee, I don't know if I got hit or not.
Are you good?
I think Smith got shot. Put the hand behind your back for me. Keep breathing, we're gonna get you some medical. Do you have any other weapons? You got shells in his pocket? Dude. 1, 2, 3.
They fucked that dude up.
Yeah. He should be fine. Get him put in the car.
He's gonna be fine.
Where's the car?
How's that for the headphone wearers?
Quick, do you want to hold on him? Do you want to hold on him so I can go over there to Smith? Do you want to hold on him so I can go to Smith? I'm shaking, man.
Holster up.
Yep, I'm.
Hey,
Ross,
back up. Get everybody back.
Ross, Dan.
Holster
I don't know what
up.
to do. I'm the one that shot him.
Okay, holster up.
Yeah.
Stay here. Get everybody back. Somebody shut that fucking siren off.
With the gunman down, there's still one more surprise in store for police, as an entitled woman who says she's being targeted by the shooter soon attempts to intervene with the investigation.
Hey, please get that siren shut off, and let's get this traffic moving and get them out of the way so we can contain this. Locked in, JT.
Hey, JT, you're clear on 500 Central.
500 Central, we're
Yes.
clear to go in. Okay.
Yes, clear to go in.
Do we know anything else?
No, I don't. We got him. We're trying to set up a perimeter. Everybody's yelling, everybody's calling. It's all knows.
Okay, all right, we'll get right there.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm shaking. I can't believe this just. Man, he turned around and raised that up towards Smith. He shot in the ground. Man, I don't know. Somebody shot behind me. That scared the crap out of me. After we shot, I heard a round go off by my ear.
Guys, can we get y'all to move on down, please? The other side of the police car? Well,
That's your partnership.
move on back here to the other side of the crosswalk if you want.
Conversation. My mom and my
Hey, do you not see the crime scene tape? What are you doing?
Y'all just need to get out of here. Keep going that way. Walk that way. You not hear me? Go.
She's got other
sir,
people
but I'm not
chasing her
tripping.
and thinks that they're out.
I don't
to get
think
this
I
guy.
know I can prove it, sir, if you take me with you. I don't want to
where?
touch him. I'm sorry. But I'm shaky. Like, I just explained everything.
All right, hey, look, I'm Corporal Ross now.
They've been chasing me since Henry Street. I left with no fucking shoes.
Who?
Look, y'all are calling me out in front of all these fucking people. They're going to kill me. They were out here
Who?
too.
Like, look, you're already out here in front
yeah,
of people.
obviously, because of him. The fuck.
Are you involved with this dude?
No, I can't see him.
Hey.
Look, I have proof in my phone. It's just dying. You understand? But they are staring at me. Like some of them,
Just show me on your
when he
phone.
just fucking left me, is dying. I just hid off in the visitor center. If you don't believe me, you can go ask them. They were going to call you guys, but then we heard that they've been following me from Henry Street. I got in the water. You don't understand.
The guy with the gun did?
The truth, bro.
What's his name?
They all have guns.
Who?
The fuck?
I need to know who.
I only know their nicknames. Buns. I can show you where they all live. Little Al. His real name's Alan. D. Baby Jesus is one of them. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not fucking crazy. It's not drugs either.
Okay,
Come
just
on now. I
have
won't
a-
fucking stand there talking to you guys. If it
All right,
wasn't-
have a seat right there. I'll be right back. Hey, Hunter, this chick is tweaking her balls off, but like,
The one in black?
yeah, sitting up here.
Yeah.
But she's saying people are after her with guns, and she's naming off people. So I don't know if she's related somehow to this dude or.
She was saying that the people that were involved were standing across. They were chucking like the old guy, like an old man. Like
Okay, so you already talked to her?
Yeah. I'll get
all
her
right,
information. I'll tell her to beat feet.
No, all right, that's fine. I just didn't know what was going on with it. I didn't know if she
Okay.
talked to anybody.
Okay.
You good? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm the one that shot, though.
Are you good? Hey, are you good?
I'm good. I'm not hit anywhere. I'm just.
No.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just letting it sink in.
You know, or just them two?
Just these two that I know of.
You want to sit in my car?
They told me to stay right here for now. I'm good for now, man. I appreciate it, though.
Sit down, bro. What happened?
Man, we got a call that he's walking around downtown yelling at people. They say that he's got a shotgun. We get here, people are pointing. We get out. He's got a shotgun. He walks across the street. We say drop the weapon. Up the road a little bit, he racks one and shoots it into the ground.
Okay.
So we're walking. We're saying drop the weapon, drop the weapon, drop the weapon. He kind of was turning.
So he racked one and shot it
into the ground. Yes, and then we're sitting here. K9 officer said, "I have taser. I've got my Glock out."
Okay.
And he goes. He's walking, and I'm familiar with the subject. He's been very aggressive in the past, but I mean, he's walking.
He's got a shotgun.
Yes.
You can hear the dude still groaning in the background.
He's got a shotgun. He's walking. He turns around and lifted it up like this.
No.
Didn't point it directly at us. He was coming around. He's coming around raising it like this, and so I shot him.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
Say, I thought that you.
Hey, look, stand up. Look at this. Look at all these people here.
Yeah.
Look at all these people here.
Yeah.
You just saved the lives of all these people. Okay. What if one of those shotgun pellets would have gone and hit that person over there?
Yeah.
You did your job. Okay.
Yeah. He turned and came up like this. And
you're good. You're good. You gave him commands. He didn't comply. You had to save these people and yourself.
Yeah,
okay?
I appreciate it.
You're good.
I'm just
sit
gotta
down
let it
and
set
take
in.
a breather. If you want to go sit down somewhere else.
Roxanne, can I? Yeah, I'm good for now. I'll talk to them. I appreciate it, man.
Okay. Hey,
thank you.
If you need, hey, you're good. You're good.
They're checking him out now, and then this
So-
guy's down here.
We get out. The people are pointing at him, sir. We get out with him. He starts walking. He walks across Central to this side. We say drop the weapon. He shoots the shotgun into the ground. So me and Smith come up. We're walking down the sidewalk this way. I have my Glock pointed at him. Smith says I have taser. We're walking, and he's
already shot one.
Yeah, in the ground.
In the ground.
And we keep saying drop the weapon, drop the weapon, drop the weapon. And he turned around like this and lifted. We're back here. He turns like this, and once it got to like right here, I don't know how many rounds I put in him, sir. I don't know how many rounds I shot, but he turns like this, and I shot.
Okay. All right. Well, you had your body cam on? the whole
Yes,
time?
sir. Yes, sir. I don't know if my unit cam activated or not. It didn't. But my unit cam doesn't have anything. I have my body cam on the whole time.
Who moved the gun? Anybody
I don't think we did. It dropped right there.
I think he dropped it. I picked it up and cleared it.
Kirk, do you want to hold on him? Do you want to hold on him so I can go over there to Smith? I'm gonna go see if Smith's okay real quick. I just want to talk to him, man, because we're with it.
Based on triage protocol, a set of guidelines that helps medics determine how to allocate medical resources, the suspect had to be treated and transported first before the injured officer could be transported.
Hey, are you good, buddy?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. You okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just letting this all sink in, man. He turned around, and once he raised it in your general direction, I didn't get hit, but my knee hurts.
Hey, stand up here. Stand on this.
Yeah.
Are you hit anywhere?
I don't think so, man. I don't know right now.
You'd probably be feeling it now.
Yeah, I would be. I don't think I'm hit. I don't know. I don't know what happened when he shot, man. I ducked behind that tree. I don't know if I hurt my knee or what. And we saw him right here, and we crossed over. He shot in the median though, like he shot right here on the ground. No, right. I mean this thing. I'm sorry. He points at the ground and pops one off into the ground right here.
There's shells there.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm trying to recollect myself. Right here. It's right here.
Where was the other? He said he shot.
So I told Grok to explain the post where he put a picture of Tim Pool. And it said, Stu Peters is known for promoting conspiracy theories and has been arrested for a DUI after flipping an ATV while intoxicated. His content often includes anti-Semitic themes, as seen in his film Occupied, which discusses Jewish supremacy. The image in the post might be referencing or mocking Jewish religious clothing. What? Anyways, I said actually the image is a picture of Tim Pool without a winter cap on his head, revealing a completely bald scalp. This appears to be a slight toward Tim Pool. It is indeed a Tim Pool without his cap. This appears to be a slighter jest towards Tim Pool, who is known for often wearing a beanie to cover his baldness. The comment. Grok said it. Grok said it. It is indeed a 2000, revealing his bald scalp. This appears to be a slight or jest towards Tim Pool, who is known for often wearing a beanie to cover his baldness. The comments in the thread reinforce. The comments in the thread reinforce this by making references to his baldness or the absence of his usual headwear, with some users humorously commenting on it. This aligns with the context provided by web results, indicating that Tim Pool's baldness has been a subject of public discussion and humor, especially on platforms like Twitter's community notes. Here are some related web results for further context. Anyways. Oh, God. Here's the meme. They try to lobotomize me, take $2 billion from me, take my kids away, and throw me in jail. George, you're an anti-Semite. Yeah. Ah. Nice DUI. What the fuck? Only Tim would start stuttering like a retard.
We can't say they is, can we? Press. I think they've been extremely unfair to you. Who is they though? We can't say they is, can we? Press. I'm not using the. I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not? What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
I think they've been extremely unfair to you. Who is they though? We can't say who they is, can we?
Can't say who they is, or can we? Simple, who likely sleeps in his beanie, might view it as a defiant emblem rather than a mere head covering, eschewing the traditional toupee or the modern marvel of hair plugs for his signature cap. Sartorial choice that screams rebellion in the face of conformity. What the fuck? You don't say. Like Nosferatu or something? What the fuck? You gotta speak to us? Who is that? Supposed to be? On it at Christmas currently. Give me a few hours. It's got to accept the balls. Well, well. Go back home. Why is that? Oh, I wasn't even following Stu Peters. Why was it showing up in my top of my feed? Bill Mitchell? Wait a second. Who's Bill Mitchell?
We are just about 4.5 months away from electing the next president of the United States. Can you believe that we as a nation have endured almost 4 years of Dementia Joe at the helm? When I say Dementia Joe, I'm not overstating the fact, folks.
How about Bill Mitchell on InfoWars? Go left. I don't think their search works. I think I've seen him on there. No? Michelle? Come on, guys. Click here to see more. No? How about fan? Bill Gates. Why? Mitchell Gerber. Mark Mitchell. CCHEO on InfoWars. Okay, so. Okay. That was Seb Gorka. This was a check. And Forbes is interviewing Bill Mitchell outside the White House Digital Media Summit. Remember her first appearance on Infowars. And her last. Anyways. FMK, New York Times, Infowars, Phil Mitchell's Twitter account. Oh, it's a game. Mary. Fuck, Mary, kill. Okay. Oh, good. Anyways. Who should we go raid? Let's go raid somebody. Area 52 is streaming. Area 52 is streaming. Area 52 is streaming. We going to Area 52 is streaming.
Accidentally overbuild that, so that's fine. I'm gonna overbuild this too. I think I'm gonna overbuild it here. So
Copy.
I'm gonna do it right now. So do that. Now the problem with this build is if I leave it like that, they're gonna jump up there and up there and have an advantage over this stuff. What are they gonna do? Jump on traps?
Confirm raid.
That's giving them a leg up, so I'm gonna have to finish this. That's a
Area 52 is streaming.
Think about that. So you really have to just do it. You can't halfway do it. MK Ultra. Thank you for the raid. Is that roll? And then I think what I'll do is I'll go underneath this to reinforce. Since it's gonna come here, I might just have to lower that.
Area 52 is streaming.
I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna do this because the transition here and the zombies having a nice little. I have to fill that one so they can jump here to here, but it makes it harder right now. If I start going in, they're gonna have more. So that's all right.
Give them a follow.
This one too. This one.
Give them a
I
follow.
think I ought to dig down to build this up. I think I'm gonna do that.
Thumbs up. Area 52 is streaming.
And I might just upgrade that. Am I gonna do that over there too? I think so.
Merry Christmas.
There you
go. It's got a nail gun.
I could just put a trap back there. That's fine. Yeah, that might be okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to dig that out too, I think.
What is this?
Yeah, okay.
He shot at us the second time.
And that's when you shot.
I shot before he shot at us because he's walking. We start walking through, drop the weapon, he doesn't. He turns like this with the gun, and once he got to about right here, that's when I shot. And then after that, he said, I don't know, he said ow or something. Then he turned around and shot. But when I shot, he went. I think he went down and then came back around, and then he popped one off in our direction, which is where
maybe I ought to go to level 3 on this.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to give them. I don't want them boosting up on top of it.
The first time that he takes that first shot right there.
I believe so, yes, sir. He shot. We walked this direction. We say drop the weapon. He goes nope. Pops onto the ground. That's when he starts walking. I start following him this way. We're saying drop the weapon, drop the weapon. He doesn't do it. Smith is to my left. He says I've got taser. I say okay. We start kind of advancing close.
Okay, so wow. I'm not sure what to do. Well, I think it's time to build this up to 3. That's going to take a lot of concrete. But I have a lot of concrete, so it's no problem. A lot of concrete, a lot of steel. Oh, geez, I forgot I built all that too. Okay, so we're just gonna make lots of concrete blocks, like 100. Oh, we can't make it on that.
What is it, like
Crap. Okay. Get the blocks going. More
Roblox?
Traps, because I can't build
Minecraft? A variant of Minecraft?
Build lots more. Good amount of clay, so we're gonna stick a bunch of iron. 6. There we go. Now we can get it cranking. Do more mining right next to me. It's got tons of resources. Oh, I'd have to upgrade this to steel first. Forgot about that. Well, it's easier to do that.
Well, with that being said, y'all are in good hands with Area 52. I'm hitting the hay. Bye. Bye-bye. I said bye. Bye. I said, I said, I said, I said, I said, I said bye. Bye. I said,